Welcome back to Big 2 TV, guys. I'm Daddy Payne.
I'm Talisman29.
And I'm Vindaloo.
Right, guys, we are proud to be back and to present you with the final Uncharted 2 tournament of Uncharted 2. Aptly named Uncharted 2 Final Redemption.
Yes.
This will be our
Final
tribute.
tribute.
Yeah, this is our final tribute to Uncharted 2. And it's a bit of an emotional time for us, to be honest, guys, because we're moving on from an epic game which we dedicated hours and hours and hours on end to. And, after this, all of our efforts will be concentrating on Uncharted 3.
We're done.
That's right. Just to give you a quick recap of what happened, I mean, this is the same setup as our previous tournament. It's a 16-team straight elimination with a lot of the old faces and some new as well. Absolutely epic response since we started, wasn't it?
Huge response. I mean, we had teams signing up before we even announced
Yeah.
we were doing a final tournament.
Very quick. I believe there are still people trying to sign in for the tournament.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
guys, it's finished. I'm sorry.
Yeah, guys, please stop
Please
sending
stop
in your
spamming
requests.
us.
The tournament is now over. Well, just to quickly tap on the fact that this has been an absolutely epic tournament. Once again, we've thoroughly enjoyed organising and watching the matches, and we're proud to present you the final now, which is between Team OmG and Team UB+. So without further delay, let's take you on to the first map, which is set in Sanctuary, and let's show you the action.
Let's have a look.
As with most other stages, there's a big rush for the power weapons. So obviously OMG are going to try and capture the hammer on the right, and Sergio Pro has been designated to capture the pistol. And you're expecting some,
Big rush.
some rush here.
Where's everyone?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think UB have sent people up to get the shotgun.
The thing is, though, by doing that, they've allowed Sergio Pro to quickly flank and get one of the first kills. So I'm wasn't really too impressed with the fact that they allowed him to capture that pistol that easily.
You think the reason why they didn't go down there is because maybe the villains had an advantage to get the power weapons in the first place, or what?
Great shot there with the pistol and quick reaction play. But yeah, that's a good point.
But
Actually,
as you can see, look, Glory, he's up where the shotgun is.
he's a designated shotgun man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've tried to capture areas, obviously other areas that they haven't tapped into. Tyson with a nice double kill there, but it's a good point because in Sanctuary, it's actually, unlike some other stages, it's actually an equal distance to power weapons from both sides.
Yeah.
So there isn't an advantage either way.
How would you know that?
Well, to be honest, I took a tape measure and actually measured it myself.
Right, okay.
No, but yeah, it's one of those maps where there isn't much of an advantage.
There's some serious
from River.
dedication there.
There's some dedication there.
Well, whatever I can do to improve my Uncharted play. Nice shooting there by Bad to the Bone. Didn't give Ivan a chance to get away
No
at
chance.
all. One of the great things about Sanctuary, though, is it's very difficult to plan a concrete strategy that's going to work from beginning to end. You have to improvise and constantly be thinking on your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it does feel like a bit of random sort of up and downs
Yeah.
game, because there's no way you can dominate
Yeah,
one area because it's so open, like you said.
yeah. Great shooting there by Sergio Pro, not allowing anyone to dominate the towers and picking them off very quickly. Yeah, it's a good point. On some occasions it can seem quite random, but to be honest, it's far from it. Because what this really tailors to is more about reaction time, thinking on your feet, being able to deal with a situation very, very quickly, and
It's a good example of thinking on your feet.
yeah. And to be honest, Sergio Pro is one of the masters of this, isn't he?
I think this guy doesn't stop for, well, I say that now, look, he's about to take a breather now.
Do you know what? I have a feeling what he was doing here is he actually went to go grab a cup of tea. I think it's, maybe he was.
What, his phone was getting tired?
Yeah, you might have grabbed a cup of tea, just take a little break here, and just let me hang around for a
No,
little
he's
bit.
cut,
No, he's got a strategy in place. He's obviously got to try and dominate the shotgun spot, and he's intercepted. Glory, nice little 50-50 there. To be honest, he did well to get that kill.
Yeah.
Because against the shotgun, a lot of occasions you're not.
But you think that was wise what he done just there, because what's the best you can get out of it?
Is it
50-50?
50-50?
Yeah,
I'm
the
sure
team, the team
I'm
was
sure he
losing.
wasn't planning for
I'm
a
sure he
50,
wasn't planning for 50. I'm sure he went. Oh, great grenade by Kiriaka. But the thing is, sometimes I think it's okay to sacrifice your own life if you can control, if you can regain control of a position, an important spot in the map.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And that's
So he's-
very, very important.
okay.
Map dominance is the key to winning a game.
Okay.
In
Even
any map.
if it means losing a life.
Even
right?
if it means losing a life sometimes. Obviously, it depends on the scenario, but in most occasions, you can see that's the general theme.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, just touching back on, so the thing is that to be honest, I was a little bit surprised that UB Plus. I mean, if you guys didn't know, we gave the two finalists an option to choose a map each. Okay, and UB Plus chose Sanctuary, and I was a little bit surprised about that selection.
You were really?
Yeah, the thing is, it's like this was a map that was, proven to be quite a strong map for OmG in the last tournament. They demonstrate that very well against.
Don't forget,
Sod.
UB Plus had a great showing against Pure in the quarter. Was it the quarterfinals? I can't remember.
It was the quarterfinals, yeah.
That's
A
a good
very
point.
strong Pure team.
Yeah,
That's a good
And,
point.
yeah, very strong Pure team.
They won quite impressively,
Yeah.
if I recall.
I was quite surprised that happened actually
Yeah.
so quickly.
But then that begs the question. I mean, do you play to your strengths or do you play to your opponent's weakness?
Do OMG have a weakness?
That's a
I
good
mean,
point. That's a good point. But well, it looks like the selection's paid off so far because
As a
UB
healthy
Plus have
lead
gone to
there.
a healthy lead of about
Very healthy.
eight kills, so that's reasonable.
Because I think that's the highest we've seen it so far, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or close anyway.
Yeah. Thing is now it's it's always difficult trying to maintain a lead. Do you change your tactics? Do you change what you're doing? Because obviously you're doing stuff well. Does that
Ooh.
mean you start playing a bit more defensive
I don't think you can on this map.
Yeah.
It is action packed
from start to finish?
from the
Isn't it,
get go.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is one obviously fantastic thing about OMG. I mean, they don't give you respite for 1 second.
No, not these guys.
Yeah, they're constantly
Wow, I didn't
applying the
get that
pressure.
one.
Yeah, that was a
yeah,
fantastic
pistol.
switch to the pistol though. It was a great switch there because he obviously knew that he was under pressure
Yeah.
and he managed to switch to it very, very quickly.
Spider senses kicked
I'm
in.
surprised Ivan hasn't gone for the old sniper.
Yeah, it's not quite the same if Ivan's not using the sniper.
Well, that's another quick switch to
Yeah.
the pistol,
Yeah,
showing he's just not just a sniper
yeah.
expert, but
I
a
think
pistol expert.
I think he might have heard our analysis previously. And he's, you know what? I don't just use the sniper rifle.
I'm
guys.
not just a sniper, Joe. Oh, well,
Yeah. Tysmac, another very dynamic player. Extremely dynamic player. And I think this is probably one of the maps that plays to his strengths as well. He's, from what we've seen, is a player that constantly moving, constantly pressing the action. So, and as you're going to see, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of action between Sergio Pro and Tysmac along the way.
how different would you say their style is, or was it very similar?
I think they're pretty similar.
Between Tysmac and
Sergio Pro, yeah.
Sergio Pro. Well, a good point to take into account. From throughout the tournament, I've seen neither of them use down the irons. So that means in general, obviously they're very long distance shooting. They're either going to move on to the foul, or they'll obviously mess around with the AK a lot.
I think their shooting is already that good. I don't think down the irons is going to make much of a
Good
difference.
point.
But they're all fantastic.
Yeah.
They're shooting. These guys, they're elite of the elite.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they can shoot well. Blindfold.
yeah, yeah. That's a good point. It's a
And
very
that's
good
true.
point.
That's no bullshit as well.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, the lead now is still relatively about the same. I mean, so UB Plus are doing a good job of maintaining that lead and trying to keep them at bay. But one thing you can definitely say about Team OMG, they're not gonna roll over.
No.
They've been in the spot many a time.
Yeah.
Obviously, putting in a fantastic shift in the previous tournament, so they're no strangers to this sort. Coming back from a deficit, are they?
They are no strangers to playing in finals.
Yeah.
These guys, they fight to the end.
Yeah. So pressure to them is just is a natural occurrence. One of the things to take into account as well with Sanctuary, higher ground is quite important.
Yeah.
Like with most maps, high ground. But what more in particular you say with this one?
Yeah, because there's quite a lot of areas where there's a lot of high grounds. The four towers in particular, very, very strong. Great shooting there by Spellgown. And as you guys see now, the lead is starting to dwindle. So it's important now for UB to maintain, to keep their structure, make sure they're playing well, and to try and maintain the pressure without making too many mistakes.
I mean, that last kill, I would not even try to shoot from that distance in Uncharted 3,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
thing is, I mean, like, honestly, watching Sergio Pro is like the guy's an artist. The way he plays the game, honestly,
He's
he's
a ballet dancer, isn't he?
I'm not sure if he'll appreciate that sort of analogy, but
No, he's,
but his movement's amazing.
there's a pirouette there.
Yeah. No, but his movement's outstanding. This guy, honestly, he's the way he plays the game, he just makes it look so easy. Constantly on the move, constantly looking for the next kill and looking to apply pressure. You know, truly, fantastic player. So the lead is now dwindled.
Oh no!
And I think for the first point, the game's level. It's tied at 44. So it's very, 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 very sort of tense moment now. Got to be very cautious about what you do. And what happens? Santi shows no hint of pressure whatsoever and gives them their first lead with a fantastic sniper shot there.
What a time to take your lead!
What time to take the lead? This must be quite heartbreaking for UB at this particular time.
Yeah.
To feel that they're a strong lead like that, they've sort of not sure if we can say that they've let it go or if OMG have taken it.
No, I think OMG have taken it.
Yeah. Oh, look at
lovely
that.
switch again.
Reaction speed, absolutely impeccable.
Who's this dude again? Never seen him before.
Sergio Pro, honestly, this guy's. Thing is, I played against him on Uncharted 3 the other day. Just when I thought no one was any good at the game. Sergio Pro obviously proved me wrong. Yeah. Constantly on the move, constantly dynamic, and it's looking, to where the next opportunity presents itself. So it's now 47-44 to OMG, and it's just a case of taking it home now.
Fantastic work rate.
Yeah.
Constantly moving.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Ooh.
Lovely. Sergio Pro versus Ty Smack there in a nice little battle. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot more of these battles coming up in the remaining maps. Well, there you go. Team OMG taking that one 50-45, coming back from a deficit and only taking the lead in the 40s. Now let's move on to the temple and where we're going to continue the action, guys. See you there.